Which animal class does the wolf belong to? The wolf belongs to the mammal class. This is correct because it shows defining mammal traits. For example, the wolf is associated with pack behavior, and it is widely known as cooperative hunter. Understanding classification helps identify shared body structures, life processes, and evolutionary relationships. Which of the following animals is most strongly associated with the desert habitat? Camel is the best answer because it is commonly found in the desert. This habitat is characterized by scarce water, and camel has adaptations that help it survive there. Matching animals to habitats is important because environment strongly shapes feeding, movement, and survival strategies. What type of diet is most typical for a sea turtle? The correct answer is omnivore. A sea turtle is typically described as an omnivore based on what it usually eats in nature. This dietary pattern fits its body design and behavior. In this case, its flipper supports the way it obtains or processes food. Knowing diet types helps explain food, webs, and ecosystem balance. Which biological adaptation best matches this description? Helps animals conserve energy during cold seasons. Hibernation is correct because it directly matches the description. In animal biology, hibernation is an adaptation that improves survival or reproduction in a specific environmental context. Scientists study these traits to understand how species persist under pressure from predators, climate, and competition. Which animal is best known as the animal famous for carrying its young in a pouch? Kangaroo is correct because it is the animal most widely recognized for being the animal famous for carrying its young in a pouch. This fact is commonly taught in zoology and general science. These record holder facts are useful because they highlight standout anatomical or behavioral adaptations among species. Which animal is especially known for displaying behavior linked to its striped fur? Tiger is correct because this behavior is strongly associated with that species. Behavioral adaptations help animals feed, avoid danger, and reproduce successfully. In the case of the tiger, this behavior is a major part of how it survives in Asia. Which body feature is most closely associated with a peacock? Ornamental tail is correct because it is a characteristic feature of the peacock. This body structure is not just recognizable, it also serves a functional role in survival. For example, it may help with feeding, movement, defense, temperature, regulation, or communication. Which conservation problem is best described as this? Animals are illegally hunted or captured. Poaching is the correct answer because the description matches that conservation threat exactly. This issue can reduce population size, disrupt breeding, and damage ecosystems. Understanding conservation vocabulary is essential when discussing endangered species and habitat protection. Which animal best fits this statement? It is more strongly associated with land habitats. Tiger is correct because it better matches the statement than the other options. Comparison questions test whether you can connect animals to their core ecological context. Here, the key is recognizing the species most strongly linked to that environment or lifestyle. Which animal is best known for this life-cycled fact? It retains larval traits such as external gills into adulthood. Axolotl is correct because that life cycle detail is a defining biological fact about the species. This relates to the concept of neoteny, which is important in zoology because it shows how development and reproduction vary across animals. Life cycle knowledge also helps explain survival strategies at different stages of life.